Would you buy the first Snapdragon 8 Elite handheld for just $299? Well, that's exactly what AYN is offering with their brand new Odin 3. The pricing is shockingly low, but there's a catch. You only get that deal if you act fast. Let's break down everything you need to know. Right in time for the weekend, AYN has officially announced the Odin 3. This is the long-awaited follow-up to the Odin 2, but what makes it extra special is that it's the first handheld in the world confirmed to use Qualcomm's Snapdragon 8 Elite chip. That alone makes it a big deal for anyone into handheld gaming. Here's the part that shocked everyone. The Odin 3 starts at just $299 for the base version with 8 GB of RAM and 128 GB of storage. On the other end, the maxed out version with a massive 24 GB of RAM and 1 TB of storage will cost $499. Those are insane prices considering the power this device is packing. But there's a catch. These are the so-called super early bird prices, and they're only available for the first 48 hours of the Indiegogo campaign. After that, the price jumps by $20 to $30 depending on the model. And once it goes retail, add another $20 to $30 on top of that. So basically, if you want one at the absolute lowest price, you've got a 2-day window to lock it in. Let's talk about what the Odin 3 actually offers. A 6-inch AMOLED display with a 120Hz refresh rate. That's exclusive to this device, and it should look incredible for both Android gaming and emulation. A design that mixes elements of the Odin 2 Portal and the Retroid Pocket 5. That means it's a bit smaller and lighter than the Odin 2, but still comfortable to hold. An 8,000 mAh battery, which is pretty beefy and should give you long play sessions without constantly reaching for a charger. It's shaping up to be one of the most polished Android handhelds yet, especially for the price point. But the real headline here is the chip inside. The Odin 3 is powered by the Snapdragon 8 Elite, Qualcomm's top-tier SoC that's already dominating flagship smartphones and benchmarks. Compared to the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 that powered the Odin 2, this is a massive leap in performance. Now, it's worth noting that driver support for some emulators is still limited. That's always been a challenge with Snapdragon-powered handhelds. But even so, the raw performance bump is huge. This handheld isn't just a small upgrade, it's pushing Android gaming handhelds into a whole new era. The Indiegogo page is live right now, and pre-orders open on September 7th at 9:30 CST. Every pre-order includes a free TPU case, which is a nice little bonus. But remember, these are crowdfunding pre-orders, so there are always risks. Devices like this sometimes face delays, unexpected issues, or limited support. In fact, the Odin 3 isn't expected to ship until late November. So if you're thinking of jumping in, know that you're basically acting as an early adopter. You're getting the best price, but you're also taking on a bit of uncertainty. So, to recap, the Odin 3 is the first ever Snapdragon 8 Elite handheld, starting at just $299 if you grab it in the first 48 hours. It's got a 120Hz AMOLED screen, a big battery, and some seriously powerful hardware for the price. The question is, are you willing to risk an early Indiegogo pre-order to get that massive discount? Let me know in the comments. Would you pull the trigger on this deal or wait until it officially hits retail later this year? And of course, if you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on the latest updates in handheld gaming.